Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And today we're looking at Winter Park Meadowfoam honey, which is unique and not like anything else you've ever tasted. But before we get started with this, I just like to remind you to like the video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. If you click on the bell icon, you'll get notified whenever new videos are released, usually on Mondays and Thursdays. So all that will help out the channel. So now let's look at this Winter Park Meadowfoam. So on the 3 seconds of research I did on what Meadowfoam is, I found out it's a flower that grows in Oregon on the hillsides and meadows and fields. And there's lots of it, so much that bees can make all their honey in their whole hive out of nectar from this one flower. So I can tell I got it from Winter Park because there's no UPC code anywhere, and all the Amazon purchases have a little sticker on the back with a barcode. But this cost $12.95 from Winter Park. Now, we've talked about them before. They're a high quality honey company that's very careful with their honey and careful with their descriptions of what you're getting. So I'll put a link to their website down in the description. Let's look at this one. It is a fairly dark, medium to dark color and a little hazy. They don't filter extensively, and you can see a little bit of the pollen collecting here around the top. On the smell, wow, it smells like a bag of marshmallows or some other kind of candy. And then kind of a cigar smell. Not an unsmoked cigar, but like a cigar butt, cigar ashes. But that's just a hint, a faint little shadow in the background. It's a little hint of a funky sour smell like lots of the honeys have, but mostly 80% of it is that marshmallow aroma, which has something to do with Meadowfoam. That's about all I would say about the aroma. So let's go on and give it a taste. Wow. Candy, vanilla, marshmallow cream. This is what jumps out first. There's a little bit of a fruity note, a little bit of a floral note. They're hard to identify, and they're swamped out by the marshmallow and vanilla, which is an odd flavor to get in honey. So a tiny amount of tartness in the background towards the finish, in the development and in the finish. There's kind of a tart note too. So I'm going to get a little more on my tongue with this spoon. Let's see if I get any more things. Sour note's a little bigger. There's kind of a smokiness. It's related to that cigar tobacco thing. But it's not unpleasant in any way. It's not off-putting. Other people might call it something else. But that's interesting. And the sour note is a little stronger when it's smeared all over your mouth. But it's not off-putting either. It's not strong. It's just present. Very interesting, very different. The fruitiness is something like apricot, plum. Some kind of stone fruit. And I'm not sure if the floral note is there much on the palate. Just very different from anything you've tasted, so this is worth looking up. I'm going to put it on a little bit of bread and see how it competes with the strong flavors of this seeded rye bread here. Ooh, wow, that's a lot. Shouldn't have any trouble tasting the honey in this one. There's a marshmallow note, but it's not the overwhelming thing. There's a sweetness, the sour note. It pops out a little bit stronger on food than it did meat. That's so interesting. So this would get along well with lots of foods, I would think. Have some interesting uses, and you can cook to it or use it in a recipe. You can complement or contrast it. Let's do the tea thing. Since we have a squeeze bottle here and it's so easy. And this tea's hot, won't take long to stir up. Well, keep it here, keep it here. Wow, creamy. The marshmallow note is there, but when it's mixed with the tea, it's not so identifiable. It's pleasant and interesting and good. I'm not sure what to call the flavor of the whole mixture. This is the mild black tea. I think Trader Joe's Irish breakfast tea. It's hot enough, some of the flavors might be hiding from the thermal heat. Very good. No reason at all to not use this in tea or other little more savory things. So this is a definite recommend. I'm a big fan of this one. As I said before, give this a thumbs up if you like the review, or leave comments, or a thumbs down if you don't. Well, you can leave comments if you do as well. And we're winding down the honey series. There's only 4 or 5 left. And then we'll be moving on into black licorice, which will leave half of you not watching anymore. But that's all for now.